Hello, everyone. So welcome to 2020 Tarot. This is Natalie. This is your weekend energies for the weekend of March 26th, 27th, and 28th. I am going to start with Scorpio, and I'm going to timestamp every sign, and I'm going to put those in the description box below. So here we go for Scorpio. Your card for the weekend, Scorpio, will be this one here. We have expansion, card number 12. Very interesting. And there's a possibility with this expansion that you're making new partnerships. Because there's two people here, well, energies, not people, but energies, but we do see their hands and they're kind of holding hands. I don't know if you can see that down here, the hands. We do see the energy of this woman here, kind of faded. We have hot air balloons that are flying away. So expansion of gas to allow you to float around. And that's card number 12, right? So 12 could be reduced down to 3, which is that expansion. Here we have the rabbit running on, like he's busy running in one direction. There's another rabbit running in another direction and another one in the other direction. So 1, 2, and the small one down there. But it seems like you're very quick at doing this over the weekend, Scorpio. So let me take some tarot now for you. For Scorpio for the weekend of March 26th. Okay, we have the 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles is feeling left out in the cold, being disappointed, not being able to see that there's help there around the corner. Okay, these cards, hold on. The 2 of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Star, and then the Page of Cups. So I like this because this is basically like a very sad card, like a sad state of affairs card. But then you move on to the 2 of Swords, which is basically protecting yourself and not wanting to act up on anything. And then we have the Ace of Cups, which is self-love in this case. You are going to get some kind of illumination. And if we look at this card of the expansion card, it looks like it's like a sunrise as well in the background with all the yellows. So with sunrise comes a new day, new truths, new clarity. And you're most likely going to all of a sudden get illuminated. And the stars is, again, a nighttime card, but it's also guidance. And it's also your wishes coming true, your hopes and wishes coming true. And then we have the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups is, again, a renewed energy of creativity or love. Again, self-love. There could be an element of surprise in this because we have the fish jumping out of the cup. Okay, so I think that it's a complete turnaround for you on the weekend, Scorpio. But you will need to take action, right? So you can't just sit there. So we have the coffin. We can't just sit there and let things ride. You need to take action. So we have coffin, which is an ending. Then we have the ring. The ring is partnerships. And then we have the clover, which is luck or gambling. We do see 2 people in this card. Okay? We do see 2 people in this card. There's 3 people here. And then there's 1. There's no one here. 1. You know, maybe there's a situation that was involved here where you need to cut someone out. If you're having a terrible relationship right now and things are not moving along, maybe you both need to go into your opposite directions, as we see here. And the expansion is about If I'm looking at this, there's this energy, but we don't see the other body from the hand. But we do see this celestial entity here with the hand. So it could be that you need to ground yourself both to the universe and the earth. And maybe that arm here, that hand comes from the tree, which would be the energy from the earth, where you need to ground yourself to both in order to be able to get that clarity of mind, get out of this Five of Pentacles energy where you're feeling sad, lonely, left out. You can't see the help that's there in front of you until you get that clarity. Because we do see here a coffin, which is an ending of a partnership. So if this is a relationship, if you do this, it ends up being good for you. It's a gamble you're taking, but it also turns out to be lucky. And this would mean you both go your separate ways. You need to protect yourself. Then you're going to be able to love again. And then your wishes are going to come true. You're going to have also the guiding light from that star. And then you're going to have new love, a renewed love, a renewed interest in love, possibly. And something's going to come as a surprise to you with all that. So I'll leave it at that for you, my dear Scorpio. All the best for the weekend, and we'll see you next weekend. Hello, Sagittarius. So for your weekend of March 26th, the card for you will be this one right here. We have card number 21, Fresh Approach. And like in tarot, 21 is the world, which is closing out a cycle and starting a new one. And on here, we also have like this globe in the back. Could be the moon. In the back, but the card says fresh approach. So start like having a new light on something, right? There's a rainbow in here as well. So possibly seeing whatever it is that you're dealing with from a different light. Look at the different colors in the rainbow to help you out, guide you through that process. And then here we have the little girl that is stuck in the ice and was hoping to be able to dance, or she was dancing, and then it just all of a sudden froze. So maybe you have had delays in whatever you're doing, and it kind of froze you for the moment. And we'll see how tarot can help you out with this, but maybe you need to see things from a different approach them differently in order to get unstuck. Okay, Sagittarius, so let's see what tarot have to say. So we have the Queen of Pentacles. Nurturing queen, very, 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 it's a very loving queen, but she's also very grounded and practical. Okay, hold on, let me just put these down. We have the Empress, which is the queen of all queens, the Knight of Pentacles. You have a lot of pentacles here, and we have the King of Cups. So to me, this is possibly with your money or anything tangible. So anything, your assets. So you have the Queen of Pentacles. She's very giving. And then we have the Empress, which talks about abundance, expansion as well. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles, which is really taking your time to analyze things before actually taking action on anything. And then we have the King of Cups, which is the loving king. Actually, he's very, very loving. He's very mature emotionally. And then things could be chaotic in the background, but he's not budging. He's fine. Okay, we have the Fox. We have the Heart. And I think this is about work, definitely about work. And we have the Messenger. Okay, so definitely to me, this is work. Even though there's a heart here, the heart could also be related to passion. So, and the 14 is the Fox. And the Fox is typically your day-to-day activities, like your day-to-day work. But it also can spell for being clever. and being sly. But this card does tell you to be able to look at things differently, have a different approach. So maybe be wise and clever in your approach. And there's mountains in the back. And the mountains speak of hardships, delays, obstacles. And we see that here too with the frozen situation. So, you've had these obstacles in the past. And in order to be able to move ahead, and we see mountains on here too. On this card, the blue in the back, that's mountains. So, you've had these obstacles in the way. And in order to be able to get rid of all those obstacles, you need to approach things from a different perspective. And once you've done that and you've analyzed, abundance is coming in. You've analyzed all of these things. When you're sure to set the ball in motion, you're going to actually have a lot of passion for this again. Because we have the King of Cups. You're going to act on it with passion, with, cups is emotions, right? But it could be as well passion. And then here we have the Messenger, which is a delivery. So basically this is things coming or leaving, right? Messages going out, messages coming in, people visiting, short distance travels, that kind of thing. So I think it's going to be very good for you, my dear Sagittarius. Just look at things differently and you'll see things will fall into place after you're able to analyze, and then you'll be able to take action. So you have a good weekend. See you next weekend. Okay, Capricorn, for your weekend of March 26th, your card is going to be the card number 4, which says pause. There's a lot of blue on this card, so maybe you need to pause and become serene again. Oh yeah, and look, you have this card of this guy who almost looks like an egg, like the rest of the eggs that he's surrounded by, but it's his costume, right? But he's resting, he's sleeping. And these eggs actually do take time to hatch. So bottom line is, you can't rush things. Even though you want those eggs to hatch, you can't force them to hatch prematurely. All right, so things are going to birth in due time. So you may have to take a pause this weekend for whatever project you have going on, Capricorn. Now, we have the Ace of Wands for Capricorn. So Ace of Wands is a new opportunity. So maybe something is presented to you, and then we have the Tower, a new opportunity that changes the whole ball game. And then we have the Knight of Swords. I'll leave it at that. And the Knight of Swords is about communication. It's about action, swift, quickly, right? Sometimes the words are harsh. Sometimes the actions are harsh. Maybe they're not well thought of. They're said quickly, hastily. And maybe this is, a message of warning. To take your time this weekend. There's a Tower. There's a change happening this weekend. Following this new opportunity or new passion that comes into your life, there's a change, a massive change. And then you may hear about it. Maybe you are the one on the receiving end of this Knight of Swords. And I think that's what it is. Most likely you're going to be on the receiving end of this, where you're going to need to pause. And here we have a man, and we have the ship. And the ship is about separation, or it's about foreign travels. I have a card that's turned up in here. It's travels, it's foreign, it's very long distance. But this distance also brings separation. So maybe someone is, there's an ending. And then we have the mountains. So this message or this change that's occurring is occurring possibly with a man in your life or yourself, which involves travel or a separation. We have an ending here. But the ending is possibly related to the obstacles. There were obstacles as well. Things in the way, delays. So there's an ending. And then we have the tree, which is roots. or your health. But I will say this is roots. But things need to happen in their natural due course. Okay, Capricorn? Do not rush things. I think that things are going to be rushing enough as it is. Just take a breather, take a moment, step aside, and think things through properly before replying or before taking any action. All right? All the best to you, Capricorn. Bye. Hey, Aquarius. This will be your energy for the weekend of March 26th. And as I'm recording this, it is 11:11, my dears. So this is a special message for you, Aquarius. The card that came out for your energies for the weekend of March 26th is Bountiful Harvest. And it's card number 28. 28, when you actually reduce that, it comes down to 10. 10 is the wheel, and the wheel is also being lucky. Or it could be 1, the magician, making things happen. But it's a beautiful harvest, so a lot of abundance is coming your way, my dear Aquarius, this weekend. Okay? From the Dixit, we have the card of the singleton, a little chick that's hatching and in the limelight. Sorry. So I think you're going to be discovered this weekend. Either you're letting yourself being discovered, or you are naturally being discovered and you're going to be the limelight of the weekend. We'll see. Maybe it doesn't mean that necessarily. We'll see what tarot has to tell you. All right. So we have the Tower. We have the Empress. We have the Queen of Pentacles, and we have the Ten of Cups. So the Tower will shake things up. So things happen. There's a change, a complete change happening around you this weekend, bringing a lot of abundance around you, which we do see up here with the bountiful harvest. The Queen of Pentacles is one that is very nurturing, and she'll share some of that abundance with her loved ones, her family. And we have here the happiest card for emotions. It's the stability. It's the family. It's happy. So maybe the breaking out of the shell it's the Tower, because the Tower calls for, the top, the crown falling off. And here we have the chick hatching from the crown as well. So I think that this is the Tower moment that brings a new light to the situation. We have the Home, which spells for your house, your home, or your stability, security. We have the Dog, which spells for loyalty. We have endings, the Coffin. And I'll take this one. And then we have, and this is nice. We have the Sun. So the Sun trumps the ending. So there may be something that may be, and the ending is like the Tower. Okay, something happens, right? So there's something to do around your home, most likely, and surrounding the people that you love, that are loyal to you. And there's an ending of some kind that touches all of you. But that ending ends up being trumped out by the Sun card, which basically means it's whatever the outcome of that ending is going to be the massive, most beautiful thing you'll ever see. And we see this here too with the Ten of Cups. It may be difficult to, break out of that shell, or difficult to get rid of that crown, whatever, difficult. This change may be difficult, but it's bringing on the rest. The beautiful harvest, the harmony, the bright, sunny, shiny, energetic, hot, whatever adjective you want to give to a sun. It's going to be awesome for you, Aquarius. I had a feeling saying I started this reading, it was 11:11. Now it's 11:14. So yeah, all the best to you, Aquarius. So see you next weekend. Hello, Pisces. So for your weekend of March 26th, your card is going to be this one. And it says, card number 31, be spontaneous. So 31 reduced is 4. So 4 is about stability. And oops, not these cards. Let me go with Dixit first. So be spontaneous. And we have a 4 here as well. This is, instead of the 3 musketeers, it's the 4 musketeers. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 musketeers. So all for one, one for all. And it talks about friendships. It talks about working together, all on the same goal. But there's an essence of trying to be more spontaneous that it's being asked of you. And this is, if we reduce 31, it's a 4, and there's 4 people, so 44, if that can mean anything to you. And here we go with tarot for you, Aquarius. Weekend of March 26th. Here's another 4 card. The Emperor. Pisces, sorry. Did I say Aquarius? It's Pisces. Emperor. Totally in control. And not much spontaneity there. Another 4 Pentacles. Jeez. That could be significant. 4, 4, 4, 4. Let's see what else comes out. We have the 6 of Swords. And I'll pull another one. I feel like I have to pull another one. There's too many there. It'll be the top one. The 2 of Pentacles. Okay. The Emperor is one who's fully in control. He rules his kingdom. And he does it so well. He's well guarded. He's full of passion. It's an Aries card. However, he's not very spontaneous. And then when we look at, because of that, you know, he's probably stuck in a rut where, with the 4 of Pentacles right next to it, like he's always holding on to his assets. He's maybe a little greedy, or he just can't. His hands are tied. His feet are tied. And maybe the spontaneity that needs to come into play is to help you to release yourself from some of those obligations, in order to start having maybe a little bit of fun. And also relieve some of the mental stress, because 6 of Swords is going to a better place. And that is a better place in your mind, right? It could be literally moving, but I think in this case, it's going to a better place in your mind. And then we have the 2 of Pentacles, which is juggling, being able to juggle. So I think you're going to be able to take care of things after you've done this exercise of being a little bit more spontaneous in your life. And then you'll be able to manage your kingdom, be in a better place mentally, and you're going to take care of things. They're just going to come easy. And, you know, maybe teamwork is needed. Maybe you need help from your, and I don't think this is a personal reading. I don't see this as a work reading. So maybe you need help from your family. You know, your family's there to help you. Maybe you need to go out and enjoy yourselves. On the spontaneity side of things, it could be going out for a walk with your family, go to the park, go hiking, do something fun. We have here child as well in the Lenormand. And child is something new, small, or it could literally mean a child. And then we have the love card, which spells for passion or romance. But I think it's more going to be on the passion side or loving for your family. And we have a little bit of luck here, gambling. And then the coffin is an ending. And so the end, we see a transition here, evidently, by you going to a better place. And then we have the stars, which is wishes coming true. So I think if you start putting in the effort of spending time with your family, being spontaneous, putting your work aside for a little bit, work will always be there. There's going to be this renewed love, passion with your children. You're going to enjoy yourself. And it's going to put an end to this addiction of working or being tied to your job kind of thing. Then you'll have a better work-life balance. And this is something you've been wishing for. This is what I see from this, my dear Pisces. You enjoy your weekend, and we'll talk to you next weekend. Bye-bye.